Your greatest strengths or your greatest weaknesses, and it's a hot topic right now. It keeps coming up, and it's probably something you need to work on and look at. So I've been getting that personal feedback from people this week, so I'll add in some of my personal stories here. But it's kind of what I teach in corporate America as well. If you ever taken things like DISC or Discovery Insights or the Myers-Briggs, any of those personality tests, things like if you're ambitious, and that can be great, that can help you be a leader and it can help you drive, but on a bad day when you're under stress, it can trigger into you're bulldozing through, right? And you're just like not listening and you're charging ahead. And so although you're a leader and you're ambitious and you can go forth, it can also be your Achilles heel, because when you're under stress or under pressure, or it's not just showing up in the right way, it really can show up as your biggest weakness. And this can happen with some of the emotional issues that we're tackling. It's really hard to tackle these things because they're usually attached to the thing that we love most about ourselves and value most about ourselves. For instance, let's just say loyalty, because that's a big thing to me. Okay, so I'm really attached to this one. I'm loyal to a fault. And I could be, let's say you could be so loyal to your family and friends that you end up staying in toxic relationships way longer than you need to, because you're holding like the loyalty torch and you're staying true to that. I'm going to stay loyal to that person because I love them. I'm going to stay loyal to that friendship or that relationship, and this is what it looks like. But then you're neglecting yourself within that, and that becomes hard because it goes counter to your values, but it's actually the thing that you need to work on. Empathy is another place for that. It's such a good thing, right? It's an amazing thing to have empathy. So you can give empathy to all these people, and that's why empaths have to really watch it. You can give love and empathy and compassion to all these people around you because you're feeling all of their feels. But that energy that you can take on, it can literally weigh you down, and you're starting to get into that like more down toxic. You're not taking care of your own feelings and your own self, and it's really hard to do because you care more about the empathy of others and you don't look at yourself. So a lot of this right now, Libra season is you plus one plus others, and you're involved in that. So I don't want you to get lost in this Libra season shuffle. A lot of this energies will be forcing you to look at the other person or the other people that are in your life, and then it forces you to look at yourself. Okay, so with some of these things, I'm curious, like, what is your greatest strength? How does that show up sometimes as your greatest weakness? For me, ambition can be one of those. I can drive so fast and so hard, but then I don't take care of myself, right? And I'm trying to charge for everyone else and to serve others and do all this stuff, but the self-care is missing from that. Or perfectionism, like, oh my gosh, I do something and it comes out picture perfect, and that's amazing, and everybody loves my attention to detail and all of that stuff. But it can get to a point of analysis paralysis, and then you just don't move forward because you want everything to be in a perfect box. So how do we look at this? Okay, through Libra season, what you want to do is, for any of those things, your values, which is your highest thing, the thing that I'm a kind person, I am an empathetic person, I am an ambitious person, the I ams that you hold so dear to your heart, it's usually about toward others, right? I am compassionate, I am caring, I am loving. Are you that to yourself? Are you empathetic to yourself? Are you loyal to yourself? And what would that actually look like? Okay, so instead of holding this high torch of values that we have for others, which is important, this is the season of balancing the scales and really thinking about how do you balance that out and consider that love for self along with it, and that self-care. Really push yourself. True transformation can happen when you're really applying those strengths not only to others but to yourself. All right, let me know, what are you working on? What are your greatest strengths and how do they often show up as a weakness?